our country fought hard to come to a point where we tolerate each other. I mean, you know, we had a civil war in which we lost 600,000 people died because one part of our country wanted to own other people and the other part of the country said, well, we're not going to allow that. And yet here we are today, you know, facing a movement that, if it had its way, would restore the old order. And these people are openly carrying flags that were bared by Nazis. I mean, the Allied powers fought the Nazis because they were trying to promote a master race. Now these people are waving flags with swastikas on them. The enemy. And Confederate flags. And so my point is, you know, this is happening within a certain context. I have to come to the conclusion, based on all of the behavior I've seen out of Donald Trump, is that the reason he is reluctant to denounce white supremacy and neo-Nazis and Klan members is because he has some level of sympathy for them. I can't come to any other conclusion based on the facts that I'm seeing and evaluating that are in front of me. I mean, he is quick as a whip to verbally attack anyone he pleases. When people started jumping off his manufacturing council, he attacked them immediately. When Mitch McConnell didn't pass the repeal of the Affordable Care Act, he attacked him right away. But somehow it takes him 2.5 days to denounce neo-Nazi and Ku Klux Klan people. You can only come to the conclusion that there's something about them that he tolerates and thinks is acceptable. You have this hate movement that has always been in the United States but has been dormant, getting energized during the campaign. And now they're openly bringing the fight to folks who are standing up for religious and racial healing and tolerance and inclusion. I mean, and they're also led by some pretty scary folks. I mean, this fellow Richard Spencer is an intellectual. I've listened to him. In his thought is that he wants to make one group of people preeminent above others based on race, and he is organizing this movement. He has a long-term view, and you know, Trump is giving comfort and solace to people like David Duke, Richard Spencer, and other people who are promoting this hate-oriented movement. I mean, you cannot ignore the fact that that when the mosque bombing took place, the President of the United States has never commented on that. And the only we've heard thing out of the White House is when Sebastian Gorka, his aide, said it was likely or possibly a false flag operation, meaning that somebody on the inside bombed their own mosque or some liberals did it, which is an absurd idea. So the thing is that we live in troubling times. When you cannot count on the leader of the free world to denounce hatred, white supremacy, racial superiority, then who can you count on? I mean, this man manages the entire government, and the core function of government is to protect its citizens. He's saying he will not protect some of its citizens unless they meet certain racial and religious criteria. That is deeply disturbing.